Hello, Frozies! McFrozen Nuggets here, and I am back doing another Cars Mini Racers review. This time, I'm doing the XRS 3-pack. All three of these guys are first looks. We basically got XRS Lightning McQueen, XRS Cruz Ramirez, and XRS Jackson Storm. And before we get into these guys' details, gonna take a look at the packaging first. And here is the packaging. Notice that this is actually very different packaging from the previous Mini Racer reviews that I've actually done. I'll actually just for a little comparison. This is from the Metallic Danica Lightning McQueen 3-pack. See, very, very different packaging. This one's obviously much bigger and bulkier, whereas this is a lot smaller and it has a lot more detail. It has the main races of Cars 3 McQueen, Danica Cruz, and Jackson Storm. And yes, that's what I'm using to keep this standing up. And I'll show you how I'm holding my phone up in just a little bit, or maybe another time. Right here, as you can see, all three of these guys are first looks. There's some other 3-packs that are currently available. Rusty's Race Series with Metallic Sterling. There's Radio Spring Series, which I've already reviewed. Ford 500 Rivalry Series with Gold Rusty's Cruz. And the Derby Race Series with Muddy Miss Fritter, which I have already reviewed as well. I'll link both of these guys in the description below. Or if I'm able to, in the card suggestion pop-up. So yeah, that's it for the packaging. Now obviously these are from after the events of Cars 3. These are actually based off the XRS Drag Racer series compared to the Mud Racer series, which are like this McQueen right here. These are more so based off the drag racers. I don't have Cruz or Jackson as full-size drag racer diecast. I only have McQueen. But when I compare them as my shadow passes over them, as I reposition myself, I will at least compare McQueen to his mini racer counterpart, which I'll get to first, just so you can get a little bit of an idea of that they are based off their drag racer diecasts. So yeah, let's first start off with McQueen. I'll actually also be comparing these drag racers to their normal mini racer counterparts. So here's the regular McQueen. As you can see, he has a very different expression. He actually looks much more determined, which I bet a lot of people would have loved to see on the normal Cars 3 McQueen, cough cough RC Cars 5. But obviously I'm completely fine with the regular Cars 3 McQueen's expression. But anyway, obviously he still has 95 below his left headlight. No Rusty's logo on the hood, instead a very small XRS logo. And my camera seems to go out of focus for some reason. There we go. He actually does have the light year text on the tires, which I find a little weird, to be completely honest. The regular one does not have that, and actually, a couple other diecasts or mini races with that text are the Metallic Danica Chick Hicks and the Danica Wrap Lightning McQueen. And top it all off, Danica Wrap McQueen even has the yellow trim around the tire. Or rims, rather. I will obviously be doing a review of this guy as well, and I'll be comparing him to this one when I get around to it. But again, does anyone find that a little weird that they actually do put the Lightyear text on the tires on some of them, but others not really? Actually, yeah, they even put on XRS Cruz, which I don't really understand too much. And Jackson, wow. Actually, Obviously, I will get to them in a little bit, but again, I want to focus on McQueen right now, as my shadow keeps passing over these guys. Obviously, he's got the XRS logo right there. And his contingency sponsors right on this side are... If my camera will focus. There we go. I know it may be a little hard to read, but you can definitely make out that they are Octane Gain, Revolting RPM, and Clutch Aid. Got a nice little flame right here. Very similar to the... As I knock over some other diecasts I have right next to me. Right here. Obviously very similar to the flames on the regular Cars 3 McQueen. But obviously very toned down. No ghost flame or anything like that. And at the back you have the Rusty's logo in black, which I actually really do like. I should just keep them like that for a little bit right now. But again, as you can see, it basically kind of derives from the regular design for McQueen and Cars 3. This one actually, again, just tones down the flames. No ghost flames, just the main flames. There's a little bit of a lightning bolt. You can kind of make it out right there, but it's very barely even noticeable with the huge XRS logo right here. Whereas here, you can obviously see that it's a bolt that turns into flames. And again, no light here text like they have on here. I just find that a little weird, to be completely honest. Still have the Lightning McQueen signature on his roof edges, like he's always had. And 95, very, very small in the bottom right corner, compared to taking up the entire roof. Still has roof flaps. And his spoiler is actually black, or no, it's not. It's actually a dark gray. A little hard to see because obviously the red paint beneath it. Still got the Rusty's logo, just like on the regular one. And the back, he's obviously all blacks. Actually still has the outline for his taillights, which is actually part of the mold for him. Much like very similar to the Lightning McQueen's Chester Whipper filter. And then just the Rusty's Medicaid bumper ointment text on his rear bumper. And here's the base, if you're interested. M22, meaning that this was made in the 22nd week of 2019. So you have one final little comparison between the two of these guys. And now that we're done with him, let's compare him to the full-size diecast so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. He actually has a very... My camera wants to go out of focus. There we go. As you can see, his expression is very, very much like the full-size diecast. And obviously, I will link to my review of this guy in the description below. But as you can see, these are very much based off their Drag Racer counterparts from the XRS Drag Racers line. As you can see, very small XRS logo off to the side. Very similar to this one. He just doesn't have the big engine on the hood. As he does not have the actual trim on the tires, I just simply added that it's gold. Just make him look quote-unquote more quote-unquote badass. I know this is probably gonna get demonetized for language. Looking at you, Kappa. Looking at you, bro. Obviously, he also does not have the tailpipes with the flames. Just has his regular exhaust pipes. And man, my camera just wants to keep going out of focus for some reason. Yeah, obviously on the actual Drag Racer diecast, he actually has this huge spoiler in the back. Whereas on the Mini, he just has his original spoiler. And on the rear bumper, it does have that Rusty's Medicaid bumper ointment text. And he does not have the parachute. You know, he probably should as a Mini. But he's obviously very small, so should be just fine. Obviously, these two look awesome together. Which do you prefer? Mini Drag Racer McQueen or the full-size Drag Racer McQueen? Definitely a tough call for me. Actually, no. I take that back. Full-size tag cats all the way. But anyway, now we're on to the XRS Drag Racer Cruz Mini. Obviously, I do not have the full-size diecast like I do McQueen. Just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea. But if you want to see RC Cars 5's review of the full-size Cruz diecast, I'll link to it in the description below, for sure. It's part of the 12 Days of Christmas. I think it was day 5, I think? Yeah, it was day 5. We actually reviewed McQueen, Cruz, and Spiky Phillips, the low torquey Pistons next gen. But as you can see, she has a very nice, happy expression. I can at least compare it to the regular Danico Cruz. I'll actually get around to reviewing the full... Sorry. Words! I will be doing the full review of her when I review the Danico Rap 3-pack. But as you can see, her expressions changed quite a bit. Instead of looking like, kind of like, having her normal expression, this one she actually looks like she's very excited to do this. As the XRS logo is off to the side on the hood. No Danico 51 logos on the side here, just the XRS logo. Now, what I definitely like is that, very similar to McQueen, her yellow paint actually kind of fades into flames and turns to blue, which I actually really do like. Now, RC actually kind of said that it kind of looks like drops, like water drops, but personally, when I see it, yeah, it definitely looks like flames, so, And again, she actually has that Lightyear text around her tires, right here. If my camera will focus. There we go. Now, obviously, it's very hard to make out, but you can definitely see that it does say light. They can definitely tell that it says Lightyear. They did not put down the regular Mini, which again, I find a little weird. As my shadow keeps passing over them. And I see she does still have her contingency sponsors. That was very, very hard to read, but they are... Again, put her up to my face. Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy. Alright. I just had to basically make out the shapes of them, because obviously they don't have the piston cup. She does have the number 51 on the sort of flares of her spoiler. 51 on her roof, compared to taking up half the roof. And actually, it's kind of slanted the other way, compared to slanting to the left. This one's slanting to the right. She has a black spoiler, and the back just has the 51 logo and the Danico logo as well, compared to having the full, bigger Danico logo. And obviously the other side is the exact same. And again, the base, if you're interested, M22, I think, yeah, same. So this is made the same week as McQueen, XRS McQueen. And here's Jackson Storm. I think he may be my least favorite. I'm not exactly sure. But he still looks pretty cool. Now, obviously, I will compare him to the regular Mini Racer Jackson Storm. This one I got in the 15-pack. Compared to the Rusty's Cruz 3-pack. XRS logo is in the same position as the Igniter logo was before. The 2.0 is actually in the same position as before. This has a little orange dot right here. Actually gonna zoom in a little bit here. You can see the 2.0, the point for the 2.0 actually is orange instead of being white. Come on, camera. There we go. You can see right here, it's white compared to orange, which is definitely very interesting. Obviously, got 2.0 on the flares. And there's the XRS logo right there. Still has the Storm logo, but it's obviously a little bit fainter, not as vibrant, and not really blue anymore. It's more so gray and kind of faded into the background. And it actually has purple rims instead of black rims, which I actually really do like. It's definitely a nice change. And again, Lightyear text on the tires. Again, I know it's very hard to see because of how small it is, but it does say Lightyear. And contingency sponsors are still Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy. And then the back just has the Igniter logo on his rear bumper. Obviously, no rookie stripes anymore because he's not a rookie at this point in the timeline. Other side is the same, and then here is the base. M21, so this is made in the 21st week of 2019. So definitely very interesting. So Jackson was made a week earlier than McQueen and Cruz. So yeah. And just simply to end the video, here are their regular counterparts. Here's McQueen. Here's Danica Cruz. And then Jackson. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my review of the XRS Racers 3-pack. I will be getting to the Rusty's Wrap and Danica Wrap 3-packs. I may be re-recording them after I do this review. And I've also got 2 other diecasts that I plan on reviewing. Raul Saul and Max Schnell, 2 more World Grand Prix racers. Actually, my first World Grand Prix racer since I got Lewis Hamilton back in 2017. Jeez. But anyway, social media links are in the description below. Drop a like if you enjoyed this. And by the way, before I end this, just want to say that I am recording this on December 21st. And as of right now, I am uploading my review of Upgrade to Spider-Man to my channel. I don't know where I'm going to be uploading this, but I will potentially put a date on this as to when I'm uploading this. I don't think I'm going to upload this before Christmas. I think I may be doing a ton of... I'm going to be doing a ton of reviews. I'm going to be uploading a ton of reviews after Christmas to show you what I got just before. And yeah, I don't want to keep stalling. So anyway, love all you folks to death, and of course don't forget to keep it rigid. And I hope you guys have all had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.